Fitness advice from Instagram seems to be getting wilder and wilder. So today we're going to try and navigate that landscape. I'm going to tell you what's good advice, what's bad advice. Without further ado, let's learn from Fitness Instagram. Okay, that is actually very, very accurate. And I'm sad to say it, but the more you train, you put your body under a lot of stress when you train, right? I read somewhere that you put your body under 3 times as much stress as the average person. So for every 1 year you live as a gym goer, it's equivalent to 3 years of sedentary lifestyle in terms of the stress on your joints and your bones. So yes, when you wake up in the morning, it can be a little bit tough. But one thing I'll say about that is the earlier you can crack onto the fact that you need to look after your body, the better. So if you can start doing mobility, stretching, warm-ups, warm-downs as early as possible, preferably when you first start the gym, you're gonna have a lot more longevity and a lot less crippling pain.
Relax and take notes.
One of the best parts about being strong, I'm not as strong as this guy clearly, but when women ask you if you can bench their body weight, I'm 55 kilos, is that too heavy for you? Fuck no. The good thing about that as well is if you like slightly bigger women, if you're strong, it's not a problem. You can handle it. The issue is when a girl is stronger or bigger than you, your masculinity is gonna be a little bit in jeopardy. So one of my most successful posts on Instagram ever was just a quote that I came up with myself because I'm creative. Pretty much along the lines of, if you can't throw your girl's body weight around like it's nothing, then you shouldn't be dating her. This is kind of the same idea. That is true. We have a sign at my gym that says it's okay to make noise while you train. Typically when a set starts to get close to failure, your body's gonna let out sort of like noises as a representation of the effort you're exerting. And that's totally fine, right? The thing I do take issue with, and the thing that we also are quite hard on at my gym, is if people are being obnoxious with the noises. You don't need to be super loud to lift heavy. You can lift heavy in almost silence, but if it's super, super heavy and you're really straining, sometimes a little bit of noise will come out. That doesn't mean though, that every rep of every set, there's like a, because chances are the people that do that are never the ones lifting that heavy. You also don't need to make that kind of noise. Chew gums in both, I'm a really split decision about this one because it kind of does work. Basically what he said is he says loose, he means lose. How to lose face fat, how to lose face and body fat. If you do some incline walking at a speed 3 is very, very slow. Maybe it's miles per hour and the treadmills I'm on are in kilometers per hour, but 3 is like the treadmill's barely moving. Incline 12, very steep for 30 minutes. So basically he said do low steady state cardio and chew 2 gums in both sides of the jaw. First of all, you're gonna go through a lot of gum if you're doing that quite often. Second of all, that's not gonna help you lose face fat. What that's gonna do is firm up your jaw muscles and give the appearance of less face fat, right? If it even does that, there's mixed research when it comes to things like jaws of size, chewing gum. I do recommend it, I chew gum all the time, but I can't recommend it from a standpoint of science. I can't be like, this will help you lose face fat or this will tighten up your jaw muscles. It's more just anecdotal. I do it a lot and I've noticed I have a sharper jaw than before. So there's some merit to this advice. If you want to lose face and body fat though, the number one thing you can do is be in a calorie deficit. Walking slowly on a treadmill for 30 minutes and chewing gum is not going to be the most effective way to do that. In order to lose fat on your face, you lose fat everywhere. So a calorie deficit is going to get you there much faster than going through 20 packs of gum a week.
It's been about 5 years of lifting, and I seldom took rest days. From the beginning to now, I have never gone more than, I don't know, 3 days without a lift. And that's excessive. I couldn't tell you the last time I took more than even 2 days off in a row. 5 years, 365 days a year. Let's just be generous and say I only lifted 300 times a year, which I know I know for a fact it's been more than that, but I don't want to fucking do the math. 1,500 lifts, you know, and let's say even just an hour a lift, 1,500 hours. How many hours of fucking League of Legends do you have clocked in? You could be right here, but instead you've got 1,500 hours of League. It's been about...
I wasn't sure where that video was going, but he makes a very valid point. I thought he was going to talk about the importance of rest days, which if you don't know, they're pretty important. He's obviously an enhanced athlete, but even for enhanced athletes, it's important to take rest days every now and then. 1 or 2 a week is ideal. Besides the point though, he talks about the accumulation of consistent effort. He says he's probably done 1,500 hours of working out. I'd estimate it's quite a bit more for him. Like he said, it's an underestimate. But it's amazing what you can accomplish with that much consistency and doing the right thing. And I think he's right. A lot of young men who look up and aspire to be Sam Sulek probably have thousands of hours in video games, scrolling Instagram, TikTok. Thousands of hours effectively wasted when they could have put it towards something more productive. So a bit of a windy road of a story there, but he does give a valid point. All in all, I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of these Instagram reels. Some genuinely good fitness advice in here. Possibly that's a testament to the fact that I'm looking for better fitness advice. I know a lot of people have super, what do they call it? Brain rot content on their TikTok and Instagram. But these brief clips have shown me you can build some level of knowledge through Instagram when it comes to fitness and building muscle. That being said though, best source is always going to be stuff like this, things like YouTube, where people can actually talk through a process and really break down how something works, so then you understand it rather than just regurgitating information. That being said, if you got some value from today's video, if you want to see more reacting to viral Instagram and TikTok reels, hit me with a subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.